There's enough crazy shit to deal with outside of the house. You don't need to be dealing with crazy at home also. You especially don't need to be responsible for bringing even more crazy into the home, more crazy and chaos into the home. You need to be the one that's responsible for bringing order into the home. Bring order.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you
What's up, freaks? Welcome to another episode of the Steve Eckert Show podcast. And today, we're continuing this kind of Edge of Man series. And again, I could say this could be called the Edge of Man podcast, but this is about getting your house in order. Why real men don't live in chaos and confusion and disorganization and don't lack structure. Because that's not even a man. That's a confused, lost, drifting, freaking soul, a useless being wandering around. So this episode is not for the man looking for motivation. It's for the man who wants a freaking manual, who wants a blueprint, a framework. Because if your house is chaotic, if your house is cluttered and just collapsing all around you, don't go telling people everything is all good. Don't tell people you're crushing it. Tell people you're killing it and this and that. I don't care what is going on in your business and in life. Get your fucking house in order. So what does it really mean to have this like house? What do we mean the house in order? We don't just mean the physical. We do mean the physical home, the physical relational space of the freaking home, but we also mean your finances. We also mean your health and your habits, your house, this physical house of your body, but the structural house around you of the actual home. But it's also your health and your habits. It's also your core values and the way you operate and the way you show up and the energy and environment that you create around you. That is all part of the house in order. It's not just organizing your sock drawer. Too many men just chase success in their business or in their gym while their house is on fire. Their kids barely know them. They have shitty relationships with their spouse. Listen, you could have $1 million freaking company and still be a broke if your house is crumbling in its foundation. If your house is not in order. So here's some stats for you. Every episode, I like to throw in some good stats here. So let me hit you with some numbers. 67% of men say they feel out of control in at least one major area of life. That's 2 out of 3 men feel out of control, not like lacking a little bit, not just a little off track, out of control in at least one major area of life. Some of those 67% feel out of control in all areas, all major areas of life. When you talk about your fitness, your finances, your family, and probably your faith and fulfillment. Over 50% of divorces are from lack of leadership. I mean, you could say money and whatever else. It's lack of leadership or disconnection from the man, just lack of a man leading the home. Meaning the house is not in order. The house was not in order. Less than 25% of men have any kind of faith or spiritual life or even any kind of prayer or even reading with their kids regularly. Yeah, the mothers probably do it and read the little cat and the green eggs and ham and the hat and all that other whatever the it's called. But less than 25% of the fathers pray or read with their kids, which is crazy. Nearly 40% of American households literally live paycheck to paycheck that have a man leading the way. In 1997, they said kids spent only 5 minutes a day with their father and 20 minutes a day, like actually with their mother, like actual quality time. 5 minutes a day. And that was 1997. I'm sure it's even down by now. It's probably not even that, probably less than 0 minutes per, like average, like per day. Like some days, nothing. And yet these same men are spending hours scrolling the internet and binge watching some dumbass series on Netflix, or grinding for their goals, and they're hustling for their goals when they have a foundation because their house isn't in order. So it's time to stop just claiming that you're busy and start being a man of order. Be responsible for the energy you bring into the home. There's enough crazy to deal with outside of the house. You don't need to be dealing with crazy at home also. You especially don't need to be responsible for bringing even more crazy into the home, more crazy and chaos into the home. You need to be the one that's responsible for bringing order into the home, bringing order into that chaos, turning the chaos into order in the home. The peace must be freaking restored in your home. That is like the ultimate part of getting your house in order. Just a place of peace and safety and security and positivity and freedom and fun. Imagine that. Just positive vibes and energy only allowed in this space. Like a soil. The soil around here is Steve's soil. It's a playground. It's a place of freedom and fun and peace. Think about that. There's enough chaos out there in the world. When we come home, it needs to be our escape. Friendly freaking soil, a safe haven. And it's up to you to build and create and maintain and violently protect that environment and that energy in your home. Now, you say you don't have time for family dinners or to work out enough, or this type of thing that you're talking about is not possible for me, maybe for other people. How could I possibly do that? I can't have dinner with my family. Can't have family meetings. We can't have a family meeting every week. It's just unrealistic. I can't have one-on-ones with my kids. You say you don't have time. Most people, most men, most fathers feel there's a gap between what really matters most to them, including their family and kids, and the way they live their daily lives. It's because you're making excuses. You're taking the easy way out. You're not putting in the actual work to get your freaking house in order. Like, these are the roles of man. Your professional role one day, whatever you do for a living, that can change. That can end. That could completely change courses. But your role as a husband, as a father, as a brother, as an uncle, as a mother man will remain the same forever, even after your death. And this portion of your life is over. If you did that work right, there's no substitute for that fatherhood. And it's never too late to start shifting the gears and start doing it the right way, the way that you know it should be freaking done. Home and work have kind of switched roles for men. Work has become like the refuge, the escape from home, where there's more rewards and more connection, more conversation, more leadership, more accountability at work. And home has become like the place you dread, the place where it's become stressful and chaotic and hectic. And work is structured and organized. Home is just a chaotic mess and stress. When, if anything, it should be the other way around. And in the way it really should be is you bring so much order into the home and have your house in order that energy and that vibe and that leadership from you as a man then bleeds over into the business. Because usually the structure and the leadership of the business usually is not going to bleed into the home. It goes the other way around. You need to have first things first, man. What's the saying? Old dirty bastard? First things first, man.
You're with the worst.
You're with the worst. Sticking a pin in your head like a nurse. What does that even mean? It's from Old Dirty Bastard. I just thought of it because I said first things first. That's weird how I say first, and it automatically clicks in my head, Old Dirty Bastard from Wu-Tang Clan. What does he mean, sticking pins in your head like a nurse?
Needles?
I don't know. I don't even know what he means by that. I don't even know if he knows what he means. I think he just that happens to have one word in it that rhymes. Anyway, let's get back on track. Going back to the work and getting the house in order, and we talked about this on the protector side. We talked about this on the edge of man side. Your job as a man, as a father, is to work yourself out of a job, to replace yourself, where your family, your kids no longer need you, but they want you around. They want to do with you. And this goes back to the 4 pillars we talked about several episodes ago about co-create, co-elevate, co-operate, and co-dominate as a family. But your home needs to be a place of safety, security, peace, and freedom and fun, where you are in control of the environment and the energy and the experience around the house. Each area of the house should have a different vibe, a different energy, a different experience you have in that portion of the home. And then you take that mentality and that way of living as a family wherever you go. It's your soil wherever you step feet, and that house is in order, and you bring that home with you. So making your home a place that you can't wait to get back to when you're not there, but your home is still wherever you are because you have together. I have a saying, be fast to work, even faster home. You should be so fast going to work because you love what you do. You're making an impact. You're making money. You're helping people, transforming lives, whatever it is that you do, that you love to do, you have a passion for, and there's a purpose behind it, and it means something to you. There's a higher calling your work. It's just so powerful that you're so fast to work, you can't wait to get to work. But then when work's over, you're even faster going home because you can't wait to get back to your house, your place of this peace and respect and freedom and fun. You can't wait to get home to that environment and to your family. Fast to work, faster home. So in the home, there needs to be you need to have leadership in the home. Have the weekly family meetings. We've done episodes on all this stuff. We're not going to go deep into it, but have weekly family meetings. Have one-on-one meetings with your kids. Of course, the date nights and all that stuff. We know all that stuff. We've done a number of episodes about these type of things and different rituals. But also take care of it around the house. Like I have a list and I keep checking it off, and everything costs money. Yes, of course, but we just had to fix a water heater. We've had to fix the jacuzzi. We had to fix the garage. We have now some creatures living up in the attic. Got to go deal with that. We hear them. They're like family members now. But go fix the damn door, a hinge on the door or whatever, instead of fixing your fantasy fucking football team. When you know more about the stats of your football team than the stats of your family, you're a dude. Set up these operational systems, like your way of being, your family's operating system, your routines and rules and rituals to bring order to the chaos. Know the deal with, of course, getting your house in order has to do with finance. I'm not going to go deep into that. Know what your budget is. Don't overspend. Don't waste a bunch of money, but live the lifestyle that you want to live. Have money prepared. Have backup. You should have a couple of months worth of expenses always saved up, and also money into investments, whatever. You deal with finances however you need to deal with them, but just be aware of it and responsible with your freaking finances so you're not just bleeding quietly in your money. Your house should also be a place of faith and structure and knowing, like, spiritual values. Know what your values are. Have core values as a family. If you're into religion, pray as a family. Or do you just sit there and claim you're all religious and this and that and drag your kids to church on Sunday, but then when you're in traffic and someone cuts you off, you say you wish they'd run their car off a bridge? Real spiritual there, bro. Like, this is all pieces of getting your house in order. The environment, the energy, the enthusiasm you bring into home, the experience in the house. Like, keep it structured and clean and organized and neat. That goes with your workspace. That goes with your play space. That goes with every part of the house. Like, have your literally in order. Having your house in order. That energy environment, again, should be different in different segments of the house. Different space dedicated to different types of energies. You are in control, the man, of the environment and the energy of each space in that house. Stop dishing it off on other people. Because no success outside the home will ever be worth the failure inside the home if you don't have your house in order as a man. So do some of these things, some little quick checklists, some stupid little things for you to think of to do. Declutter one room in your house or your office space. Like, declutter it, organize it so you can feel you have some structure there. Have a family dinner with no screens if you normally do. Or if you don't have enough family time, if you don't normally have family time, shut the screens off. We usually watch a show during dinner because we're home all the time. We have plenty of family time already in addition to that. But have some real conversations. Have those family meetings we're talking about. Set up a monthly financial budget meeting with your spouse or whatever. Know what's coming in and what's going out. Fix one broken thing around the house this week. Create a morning and an evening routine we've talked to, and stick to it. A morning routine and end of night routine. Spend 15 minutes a day reading or praying or whatever works for you every day with your family, with your kids. Go in and mine for time. I call it mining for time. Basically auditing your time. Where are you wasting time? Then create family rituals and rules and routines and boundaries that are going to bring order into the chaos at home and bring freedom and bring fulfillment and fun into the house. Because your legacy is built in your home, not in your office. Most men think the legacy is built in the office. It's built in your home. That is where your legacy is. Your legacy is in people, not in things. So your house is either a place of peace and power and presence, or it's a ticking time bomb. Because you know what? Your sons are watching how you lead. Your daughters are watching how you treat their mother. Your wife is watching whether you protect and provide and are a man worthy of respect, or you just half-assing and making excuses like a little. So get your house in order, because this is your freaking kingdom. It is your soil. It is your playground. It's your place of peace and freedom and fun. Audit your house this week. Think of those different categories just said. Do one task from each of those categories. Take freaking action. Post the checklist of what you're going to do to get this house in order in all those categories today. And then share this episode with another man who needs to stop hiding behind the hustle and start leading in the home. Because again, your legacy as a man is in people, not in things. And if you're serious about getting your house in order as a husband, a father, and a man, then make sure you apply for the Freak Father Alliance, where we don't just talk about it, this discipline and legacy. We actually create it and live it. So send me a message. I'll give you all the information you need to know about the Freak Father Alliance Men's Mentorship Group Coaching Program. And you can also go to freakmode40.com, freakmode40.com for a free 40-day daily discipline, habit, and challenge course. Get your shit together, clean up your space, lead your home, build your kingdom, get your house in order as a man. Click that link. That will help you start getting your house in order. The Freak Mode 40-day daily discipline, habit, and challenge. I will see you next time on the episode. Put your comments down below. What do you need to do? What steps can I hold you accountable for to get your house in order? Put the comments down below. I will see you next time on the Steve Eckert Show podcast. And in case no one told you yet today, you are freaking awesome. No excuses.